And welcome here to TARS 777 presents TARS Cricket Club League T10 Cricket Castle Animal Match 2 on day 1. And that's the match, as you see on the screen there, between the Durbanville Dynamos, sponsored by JSK1, and the Bellville Blasters, they sponsored by D247. This is a repeat of the final that we saw last time out here. And it's just going to be a very, very intriguing game. Conditions have sort of brightened out as well here a little bit. So let's go over to the pitch report and see what happened at the pitch report, as well as a toss between these two teams. TARS 777 presents TARS Cricket Club League T10 Cricket Castle Animal. We're going to be busy with match 2 here, and it's a match between the Durbanville Dynamos, who are sponsored by JSK1, and as well as the Bellville Blasters. They are sponsored by D247. It's a repeat of the final that we saw here last time out between these two teams. However, conditions are going to be a lot different from that day, because as we look at this pitch, we're going to go down to it. It's got an even covering of grass, still there. Feels hard, however, you can see a lot of the stud marks that has gone in. So it's an indication that it's a little bit softer as well. And from the first game that we've seen, we certainly saw a little bit of tennis ball bounce almost. When people hitting the seam, they're getting that bounce a little bit as well. We also saw a little bit of grip and turn. They say if the ball seams, it's definitely going to turn. Wind, it's still blowing, but the sun is out. Still a little bit of clouds around, so it's going to be interesting to see what happens at the toss. For me, I still feel a team that wins a toss, they would want to have a bowl, because they're not sure what a good total is going to be at. So let's go over to that toss and see what's going to happen there in this competition here between these two teams. Welcome here to TARS 777 presents TARS Cricket Club T10 Cricket Castle Animal. It's match 2 here, and it's a match here between the Durbanville Dynamos. They are sponsored by JSK1, and Bellville Blasters. They are sponsored by D247. It is Fritz de Beer. He's the captain of Durbanville, and it's Cody Nivote, the man that will be captaining Bellville as well. Ivan de Jong, the bylaws as we call him, he's also out here. He's going to hand the coin over to Fritz de Beer, and it's going to be Cody to call. Tails is the call. Tails. And tails it is. So, Cody, you've won the toss. What are you elected to do?
We're going to have a ball first today.
Just sticking to what most teams are probably going to do in this tournament early on.
For sure. It's a bit tacky, so hopefully we can use that advantage to our...
Listen, it's a repeat from the final that we saw here last time out between these two teams. Maybe it's time for you guys to maybe get one early doors up on them.
Definitely. I think it's 2 loaded sides today, so it's going to be interesting to see who comes out on top.
Yeah, you guys have learned a lot from this tournament, going what happened the last time as well. I'm sure you want to try and implement that, what you've learned in previous tournaments.
Definitely. I think the biggest thing is just keeping your composure and staying positive and letting the team do their thing.
Anybody we can look out for in your team this time round?
I still say Jared McCulloch with the ball, okay. The Terminator, and then Andrew Sedane, the big eating dog.
Oh. Go well today.
Thank you.
Fritz, if you won the toss, what would you have done?
Honestly, Eugene, was a bit of a 50-50 for us, but I think we probably would have gone ball first. Just first game up, you like to know what you're chasing. But to be fair, we're very happy batting as well. Deck usually plays nice, had a lot of wind on it today, so I think it should be good to bat either way.
You guys have a really powers of a team as well, but obviously you just want to try and get in, giving them some time in the middle. That's what you guys want.
Yeah, we've put up together a very, very nice team. But yeah, it's for us, it's the first game really into the season, so it'd be nice to see how it goes. And the guys, I think, are just all super keen to get going, hit a few balls, bowl a few balls, and see what happens.
You guys won this the last time out. I'm sure you guys have got some, like a bullseye on the back of your back. All the teams will be eyeing to beat you boys.
Yeah, probably. We had a really good tournament out last time, so definitely I guess that comes with a little price tag on you, but that's what it's for. We love to be that team, and we love to be the team that people want to beat, so let's see what happens.
What a nice way to get into the season, T10 cricket.
Yeah, guys love it because it's not too taxing on the body, but it's super exciting, and you get to get through your strides and get through the motions and get ready for the league, I guess, as it comes. But it's an amazing tournament. We're so happy to have it, and we just can't wait to play.
Go well today.
Thank you so much, Eugene. Appreciate it.
That's the news here at the toss. It is the team from Bellville, the Bellville Blasters, sponsored by D247. They have won the toss. And I think what we're going to see in this tournament, they have also elected to have a bowl first against the Durbanville Dynamos. Is what the outcome at the toss was between these two teams, the Durbanville Dynamos, sponsored by JSK1 and Bellville Blasters. They are sponsored by D247. My name is Eugene Molin, and with me is the Cape Fox, James King, and this is a repeat of the final last time out. The Durbanville team loaded with big names as well, and then we have the Bellville Blasters as well. They got to the final with their players, so I think they should be having a little bit of confidence as well, knowing that they can push this Durbanville team.
Certainly will give them a lot of confidence. They won the toss and decided to bowl first, which on this pitch, certainly we saw earlier on today, was a good choice. And it's going to be, the umpires are going to be walking out into the middle very soon for us now, to start this second game of what promises to be a fantastic tournament, Eugene.
Yeah, it is a fantastic tournament. As we see the umpires, they are sponsored by Golf Ticket. They are in the red, as you see there, and it's they also got a part to play in this contest as well. The conditions here hasn't got warmer, it's got a lot brighter, but definitely not warmer, Cape Fox.
No, not a lot warmer than it was earlier on, just a little bit brighter overhead, and we can certainly see from the pitch report the pitch a little bit damp underneath, probably still. It's going to be a little bit spongy. So you were saying a bit about tennis ball bounce. If it's bowled in short, you're probably not going to have much price as a bowler for that. But does give something to the bowlers if they're pitching in the right areas.
Let me tell you, the two men that are opening the batting here for the Dynamos, there's Fritz de Beer and Ruben Senegal. I don't think he won't be bowling too many balls that's going to come hip height at them, because I tell you, the ball could be deposited to all parts here.
Yes, so it's going to be very interesting to see how they do approach this. I thought at the toss, interesting that Fritz said that it didn't really matter necessarily either way. They would have been happy to bat or happy to bowl.
I'm not falling for that old trick. That is just an old trick when you lose a toss. I don't mind what I'm doing. I'm sure if he won the toss, he would have bowled first. Like all the teams here, they want to get the win under the belt. But now then, the team in grey. We saw them in maroon last time, but now, and this team here as well. They've changed to purple. Purple rain, maybe?
Well, you never know. I was going to say maybe they're the purple people eaters. You never know. That's what they were the last time.
Oh, that is for sure. New sponsors for the Durbanville Dynamos. There's the man that captained them to last time out here, Ruben Senegal. Yeah. He's at the non-strikers end. Tell you, we all set here for that first ball to be bowled, and that ball's going to be bowled by Everett Carstens. I had a word with him early on, and he's certainly up for this. So the two men out, they've got a sort of a sweep on the offside, and then a man at, let's call that cow, because it's a little bit straighter than deep but wicket.
Yeah, so they're looking at the strengths of the batters that they're bowling to, and giving the bowler, Everett Carstens, the best opportunity to possibly target the stumps. And both the short fine and short third up in the ring, which could also be quite interesting, as it's umpire on this side, Ivan Bylaws de Jong, who's just taken the arm down, and he's ready to rock and roll, I think. No, the batters are going to have a bit of a chat to each other.
We brought in extra physios for Ivan de Jong, if you can remember last time out. I think the ball was hit quite firmly straight and hard, and hit him mid-shifts there, and he was down, out for the count. But here he is, around the wicket to Fritz de Beer. That is tickled fine, and that's going to be four of the very first ball. Just a normal little cricket shot there off the legs, 4 runs.
Yeah, lovely way to get off the mark there for Fritz. And Fritz de Beer, and that's Durbanville Dynamos up and running.
Yeah, and that's easy as you like, and I think he will have a little bit of confidence now. You don't want to give this man confidence, I tell you. He's a hard hitter of the cricket ball. He's Fritz de Beer.
As we see that it's Carstens away from us again.
This time it's hit firmly down the ground. It's excellent work by the captain, Cody Nivot, at mid-on. Saw him, he always found himself in the tricky positions, didn't he?
That's
he
right.
Took some really good catches the last time out.
Yeah, so that is going to be critical this time for any team in this tournament to make sure that their fielding is on point as they change the field for Ruben Senecal. We know how hard he can hit a ball.
Yeah, definitely. He's decided he's going to take the captaincy away from himself, and he just wants to enjoy this tournament there. He's going to be facing his first ball. Carstens, he's trying to get his field right. Still the same type of field here, is it?
He's got the man at long on, which is quite interesting.
They're going to run one here. How's the backing? I'm just looking at some of these men in purple here to our right, because that's where they sit. Some interesting tashes, I must say. Really interesting, a few of them got.
Well, it's always important, you know, when you go out into the middle that you look the part.
Well, they look the part already with that purple, and that tashes of theirs will certainly be standing out as well.
They will indeed. And
some of them need a shave, though.
well, they're hoping it won't be a close shave for them today.
Hopefully not.
They're looking to get off their tournament off to a very bright start, the men in purple.
Oh, that's going to be a top edge. And that's going to go for 4 down to the third man, is it? Oh, the fielder does very well. And he's going to keep it down to 2. Just shows how this outfield is not very quick.
It certainly died a little bit in the outfield there. And excellent work by the man chasing it. Never gave up on that one and got to it in front of that D247 sign that's down there. And JSK1, a couple of our other sponsors here for this tournament, Billy 777 and Cricketa Trust of India.
Yeah, and we're grateful to have all these sponsors. They have their teams as well. But for now, we're looking at D247. They're the sponsors here of Bellville Blasters.
And interesting so far for the team from Durbanville Dynamos. No dot balls in this over yet.
Yeah, and the change in the field again. The man going out there looks like it's Fourie out there at the cow boundary.
Yeah, it's Fritz de Beer on strike again.
Slower ball, that's excellently done there.
Yeah.
You're going to have various skills here onto Cape Fox and just to find a way to tie these batters down.
Yeah, particularly when first up they're looking for those shots potentially over the top or through the field. There are only 2 fielders allowed outside the 30-meter circle in the first 3 overs of the power play. So you've got to be very calculated in terms of how you're bowling. You've got to bowl to your plan.
Ball number 6. Oh, it's another slower ball.
Yeah, and that one, a little bit of movement away from the right-hander as well. It was a decent delivery that from Carstens to finish the over. He did finish it quite well, but it's still 9 without loss after 1.
Yeah, excellent stuff as we look at the sponsors there. Billy 777, Cricketa Trust of India, D247, ID247, JSK as one of the sponsors here of the teams we see here. Winfair 247, World 777, and of course Golden 444.
And all making this fantastic tournament possible. And we are looking forward to some incredible cricket over the next 17 days. As the new bowler is Philip Kleinhans, going to be coming in from the Taj 777 end.
Tell you what, there's nothing clean about Kleinhans. I tell you, he's a big fella.
He's going to be bowling a heavy ball, no doubt. And
now, you still have to see once they go back of a length there, while that ball's going to respond.
We did see in the first match that just that back of a length was a good delivery. He's in towards us now, and he bowls, and that one is just on the line of middle and leg and tickled into the leg side by De Beer to go through for the single.
They don't want dot balls, eh? They've already got one dot ball this innings. They don't want so many dots.
Yeah, and that's the way to do it. Make sure that if you're going to get a ball that is a decent delivery, try and at least get one run off that with the fielders well out on the edge of the circle. It's been a feature of the 2 games we've seen so far already, that the fielders are hanging back on the edge of the circle.
Yeah, I don't think they're likely to going to try and sort of force them or try and restrict them, like getting dot balls by having a field up. So it's just early days. It's a little bit of just jabbing away, a jarring match at the minute.
It's interesting, they've now got 6 men on the offside.
Oh! Did that go off the pad? We're going to have to wait for the umpire. And it looks like it's going to be 4-leg buys. And I was wondering there, when you said 6 fielders on the offside, I was like thinking, oh, you can't go anywhere near the stumps here.
I know. I was thinking as well, and then he bowls that one down the leg side. So not bowling to his field. He just set 6 on the offside.
Yeah, let's just put that down to early season.
Yeah.
Early season stuff so far. Well,
he's got
4
the
runs was added. Just having a count again, just to make sure you got 6 on the offside. He went straight again and went down the leg side.
Yeah, he's got a ring field with the short third, backward point, cover, extra cover, and then a long off. So he's got that 6-3 offside leg side field. So he needs to be pitching that ball at least on a 6 stump line.
The problem with that is you're going to give them width to free their arms up.
Yeah.
Those heavy ball indeed, that's clean uns. Really digging it into the pitch here.
Yeah, it was much better from him there. Probably just wants to be targeting off stump, doesn't he?
Off stump, bowling that heavy ball. You don't want to be bowling it too much up there near Ruben Senecal, because he can hit through the line very, very quickly. He's got excellent hands through the ball as well.
Yeah, this is certainly a match between 2 heavyweights in this competition.
There's that bounce. There is that bounce on this patch here. You hit that back of the leg. The big man steaming in here.
And that's more what we saw earlier on today in the first match, where that just short of a length line, length comes, and you can really get caught out if you're playing too much cross-batted.
Balls 5 and 6, James. Balls 5 and 6. Cape Fox, where are we going to go here? 15 without loss. Steady start by the Dynamos.
Yeah, Klein Hans needs to pull this back here.
Smoked.
Oh,
absolutely
glorious.
Smoked through the offside. That's going to go for a boundary. And that's well received there by the Dynamos faithful here.
Well, exactly what you were talking about, Eugene. Give the man the width there, Ruben Senecal. And as you see in this replay, he just plays that beautifully through the offside.
He almost made his own width there. His front foot went away to the leg side, and he just got his hands through the ball nicely. Smoked that through the offside.
Well, he's not guessing where the bowler's going to bowl, is he? Because he knows he's got this field set for him to play through the offside.
Spot on, K Fox. That's a pickup. Yeah, it's going to be straight to the man. Can you believe it? Can you, Adam and Eve? Straight to the man at deep square. And Kleinans, he's struck.
Yeah, absolutely unbelievable that he'd fall for that trick. It bowled in short, and it's only that one man out on the boundary on the leg side, and he finds him.
That's a big wicket. Ruben Senecal just felt that he was on the march here as well with the boundary the ball before. But again, a heavy ball bowled there by Kleinans, and only the 3 men on the leg side. And he managed to find one of them. He picked it up. This was his trademark.
Yeah.
Let's not forget in the previous tournament. But it seems like the Bellville Blasters, they've done their homework.
Yeah, most certainly the Wolf 777 wicket there, as the new man now coming out to the middle for the Durbanville Dynamos is Heine Odendahl.
Tell you what, they do something here. Some big men going in there. They can hit the ball to all parts for sure.
Yeah, they can indeed. And it was Ruben Senekal trying to hit that ball over the boundary on the leg side, just not able to get the elevation and the strength that he needed to get it over that man's head.
Yeah, and that was the end of the over as well. So we're going to go now into over number 3, and this is going to conclude the power play period here. Score 19 for 1. Steady start. Steady start.
Yeah.
Just not forget, we're in the power play here, folks.
Yeah, I would think that this over, they'd be happy to put on a similar amount that they've done in the first 2 overs. And the most important thing, probably not to add another wicket into that wickets column, whereas the Blasters will be hoping to blast another one out here.
Yeah, they're certainly going to try as well, as it is Leon Labuskaghni, or is it Labuschagne, depending on where you are. He's coming into the attack here.
We'll give it a Labuskaghni, I think.
Oh, for sure. Let's stay one. Let's do that. Leon Labuskaghni is the new bowler. Oh, that is hit. Smoked beautifully. Now, let me tell you, that has found every gap on this field, including beating the advertising hoardings.
It has. It's gone straight between in the gap there that the fielders and the batters come through, and that's beautifully played there by Fritz de Beer. And through the advertising hoardings, that's a real golf ticket for us.
He's got to watch his length here. He's got to watch his length. Can't be dishing it up there, especially to a man of Fritz de Beer's capabilities here.
Yeah, that was a gimme, that one.
This is number 1, though. So the score at the minute has moved on to 24 for 1.
Yeah, that's a good start for the Durbanville Dynamos. Bellville Blasters will be wanting to try and limit the damage in this over. This is Odendahl on strike now, just taking his guard.
Yeah, so now the field is going to be a long off in place by the looks of it. The other man out. He's at the sweep on the offside.
Yeah, he's got 2 men on the offside in the boundary.
Oh, there's going to be a chance again. Yes! It's a direct hit. Now then, here we go. Umpire Jason Harrison, shotgun. What have you got for us?
Oh, that was complete confusion out in the middle. Fritz de Beer going for the run, and it was his call, backward of point, and it looks as if the stumps have been hit direct. He thinks he's out. De Beer is already making his way back to the pavilion.
Yeah, if this is out, this is a massive wicket. The captain, Fritz de Beer, he's got to go if this is in the affirmative of this run out.
And it is Fritz de Beer now coming back to the pavilion. He's off the field already. Not happy at all here.
No, he's not happy about that. He's just trying to get as many runs as they possibly can.
Now we're just waiting here to hear what's going on. But it is, in the meantime, Leon Leroux going out to the middle. We look at this again.
Oh, that's an excellent work, we have to say, there by the fielder. It was a direct hit, and he was gone for all money.
He's just trying desperately to make his ground there. You can see very easily from the replay, even from that angle, that he is out. And Leon Leroux now at the crease for the Durbanville Dynamos. But that's a critical wicket they've lost there in that over.
It's a massive wicket. Fritz de Beer can take the game from you in a flash. Now then, Odendahl, he picks it up onto the onside. Oh, there's another confusion. There's more confusion out there. What's happening?
Good stuff there, fellas, eh? Keep it up, boys.
Yes,
keep it up.
that one not his outfield is slow, a bit spongy out there, so that ball stopped rather than went further on towards the boundary. So they were thinking of the second, but it just as well they turned back in the end.
Tell you what, I'm not sure what's happening out there with the calling out there. It's a little bit of a yes, no, wait, maybe, not sure.
Yeah, it's Laroon out taking his guard.
He's wearing a bigger shirt this time round. He's not painting his shirt on this time round, so we'll see if this is a helping hand for him.
Or he looked like he was really happy to be able to play and be out there in the middle. You've heard it from the captains and from the players that you spoke to earlier on, Eugene, that they're just looking forward to being out in the middle this pre-season game.
Yeah, that's how it starts. You just want to be out there. Nothing beats time out in the middle. Yes, it is a T10, but still, nice way for bowlers to just find their feet. They've got 2 overs to bowl. Batters can just swing for whatever they're worth, can't they?
Oh, yeah, they can.
But there's still time for proper cricket shots, I feel, out there.
Certainly from what we see, the proper cricket shots are always the way to go, really. There is a time for innovation, but importantly, if you can play your shots, if you can work on that, your technique is absolutely critical in a T10 game because it gives you the opportunity to just play that ball around for the singles or the twos, and you don't have to always go for those strange or inventive shots necessarily.
No, 100%. I think there's always a place. I think batters can give themselves a chance. You can go 2 or 3 balls just to have a look, have a feel. And then after that, you can certainly play your shots as well if you want.
Just a slight delay as we're sorting out the score here. And we can just see, I mean, this Durbanville Dynamos team, so dominant in the previous tournament, Eugene. They were right on top of the stakes right from the word go.
Yeah, they are certainly a powerhouse team as well. A couple of changes here, a couple of new faces, but they still have the majority of that team that won them, not just the tournament itself, but also the Champions League at the end of it as well.
So they are a team to be reckoned with, and they are showing that at the moment as we are just about halfway through the 3rd over, and the game is about to recommence.
Oh, we all set, we're ready to go again. Oh, that looks like an inside edge, and that beats a diving man there at short fine leg, and that's going to be a boundary going there to the Tars. 7-7-7, end of the ground.
Yeah, and they don't mind how they come. As long as they do come, they want to keep that momentum going, and taking them now to 29 for the loss of 2 with 1 ball left in the over. So 10 and over so far in the power play, and that certainly is a good start for them, you'd feel. Just that wickets column.
Ball bowled again. Here we go again.
Hold on.
Calling between the wickets.
We are. Good, Jared. Good, fellas.
Just calls for calm heads, but that's going to be the end of the power play. 29 for 2. Even Stevens maybe with the loss of that big wicket there of Fritz de Beer.
Yeah, you'd sense that wicket, certainly the Dynamos wouldn't have wanted to have lost that wicket, but still having their score up at 29 for the loss of 2 does mean they're off to a good start, and they can play the next section, which is these overs between over 4 and 7. Very important to make sure you just keep that scoreboard ticking along, not take too many risks.
This is where I think the game gets played for me, between overs 4 and 7. What can you accumulate in this period of time? Can you keep the momentum that you built up in the power? Can you keep that going now during this period? Because as we see, the field is spread far and wide.
Yeah, we got the first spin coming on now for the Bellville Blasters. It's Marcus Fourie who's going to be coming in to bowl.
He's a very good spinner. Sometimes bowls it very quick as well. He sometimes flights it up. What he doesn't want to give is any width here, and I think that's what he's good at.
Oh,
There's the slowness, isn't it, Cape Fox?
yeah, that's a beauty outside the off-summer. Just a little bit of purchase on the pitch and turning away from the right-hander.
Catch it!
That's in the air, and it's going to go
It's one,
past
it's
point.
one, it's one, it's one.
It's just going to be one. Oh, there's certainly some purchase out there. They say the ball can seam, the ball can spin.
Yeah, some good work in the field there by Everett Costons, just chasing that one down.
A touch away.
And even though it went to the left of the man at deep cover, they weren't able to get to. Yeah, but it's going to really be interesting to see now how he was here to De Beer.
Catch it.
Oh, that's...
Moves that down there to the cow end of the
Yeah,
ground.
Leon.
It's excellent fielding. Is this going to be two?
Leon, skuif hier op. Hy's daai kant.
Yeah, that one just straying a little bit onto the legs. You won't want to be bowling there too much, I'm sure.
It doesn't, especially to Leon Leroux. Feel the crowd in. It's definitely a blanket game. Oh, he's gone for the reverse, and that beats a diving third man there as well, and that's four as well. And what we see here that the Dynamos are doing, they certainly want to keep going with that momentum that they built up.
That was excellent shot there. So using the unconventional shot here, knowing that he's got players out in the deep, preventing boundaries, plays it down past the man at short third. Excellent shot.
Brilliant shot indeed, Faree. What are you going to come back with here?
No run, no run.
Toss. Full toss.
Oh, he gets away with it though, doesn't he?
That's a brilliant ball. Just keep bowling that.
Hey, Marcus, keep going there, Marcus.
Who needs to use the pitch?
Don't be bowling another one, I tell you.
No run there, no run. Yum.
And you can hear in the stump mic there, the wicketkeeper really, really happy, keeping it down to no runs. Those last two deliveries, absolutely brilliant from Faree there to make sure that they didn't get any runs off the last two deliveries of the over.
Yeah, for sure. And look at that.
Hustle,
Chris De Beer,
fellas, hustle,
Benjamin, he was
fellas.
going at a structure of 200. But now look at that. Leon Leroux, he's going at 166 plus bat. He's going at a certain click here. And this is going to be another bit of spin as well. And this is going to take us to that golf ticket strategic timeout period.
Yeah. So
Let's go, Jared.
fifth over of the innings. And who is going to be?
Jared McCullough.
I can't remember now. Yeah, Jared McCullough coming on to bowl. And going to be bowling his off spin by the looks of things.
Into the window. He's
Into
bowling
the
it
wind.
into the wind.
Yeah, and these batters have got the wind behind them. We could be in danger here.
No. We've got something above us here.
Just,
Is he going to flight it up?
that is the question. We saw Faree bowl it a bit quicker towards the end of his spell.
No run, get in here. Oh, that's all right,
There's no flight there. He's just darting it in.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to be trying to give it too much air here,
Jared,
understanding
good,
that
Jared.
they're going to be hitting with the winds. He just conceded the single. He'd be happy with 6 singles off this over.
That is carved away here onto the onside. Excellent bit of fielding. Brilliant work there by the big man, Andrew Sedane. He's normally a wicket keeper as well, but he's got some ground to cover out
Keep
there.
going there,
Yeah,
Palmer.
fantastic hands there, picking that up.
Good
and
effort
just
here,
getting
fellas.
up off the ground as quickly as possible.
He has gone for the big one.
Yeah, he thought it was there to take on, and certainly you'll expect to see a few more of those type of shots.
Oh, they're going to that strategic timeout here. There he goes.
Catch
He's going to
it.
come out to deep
Yeah,
the
one, Leon.
wicket. Goes to him on the one bounce. I see Heinrich, he's got a part to play here. He's a 4 of 7 deliveries. He's got to try and find a way to just up the rate or just give the strike to Leroux as often as he can.
So can McCulloch end the over well? That's really well played.
Excellent stop, Cape Fox there.
Yeah, that really prevented what would have certainly, could have been a 4, was certainly going to be 2. So every run counts in T10. You just never know how close it's going to be.
Here we go, that all-important ball that's going to take us to that strategic timeout.
One
That's
there.
off
It's only
through
one,
to
it's
the
only
offside. Some real estate out there.
Keeper.
It's just going to be the one. And that is going to be the end of the 5th over. And with that, we are going to go to that strategic golf ticket timeout period here.
जी हाँ दोस्तों, 5वें ओवर की समाप्ति के बाद अब समय हो चुका है गल्फ टिकट स्ट्रेटेजिक टाइम आउट का। जैसा कि हम देख सकते हैं, गल्फ टिकट द्वारा स्पॉन्सर्ड हमारी ड्रिंक्स कार्ट अब मैदान में आ रही है और दोनों टीमों के खिलाड़ियों को रिफ्रेशमेंट्स देगी। अपने दर्शकों को ये मैं याद दिला देना चाहता हूं कि गल्फ टिकट है यूएई का सबसे ज्यादा भरोसेमंद ऑनलाइन लॉटरी ड्रॉ। ये है फुल्ली रेगुलेटेड, रजिस्टर्ड एंड ऑथराइज्ड लॉटरी ड्रॉ फ्रॉम यूएई। आप अभी gulfticket.com पे जाके अपनी किस्मत का खेल खेल सकते हैं। जी हाँ दोस्तों, gulfticket.com पे जाएं, वहां पे लॉग इन करें, अपना अकाउंट खोलें और खेलिए अपनी किस्मत का खेल। अपने सपनों को उड़ान भरिए और मौका दीजिए अपनी जिंदगी को बदलने का gulfticket.com के साथ। गल्फ टिकट की टैगलाइन है शेयरिंग मिलियन स्माइल्स, और ऐसे ही करोड़ों लोगों के चेहरों पे मुस्कुराहट लाने के बाद गल्फ टिकट आपकी जिंदगी में भी खुशियां भर सकता है। आपको केवल ये करना है कि gulfticket.com पे जाएं, वहां पे अपना अकाउंट खोलें और हिस्सा लें गल्फ टिकट के वीकली ऑनलाइन लॉटरी ड्रॉज में। बिल्कुल दोस्तों, गल्फ टिकट सिर्फ एक प्लेटफॉर्म नहीं है, यह है एक सिम्फनी ऑफ होप, एक कैनवस ऑफ पॉसिबिलिटीज, एक टेस्टमेंट है पावर ऑफ ड्रीम्स के लिए। अब समय बर्बाद ना करें, तुरंत जाइए gulfticket.com पे और खेलिए अपनी किस्मत का खेल, क्योंकि गल्फ टिकट ही है यूएई का सबसे ज्यादा भरोसेमंद ऑनलाइन लॉटरी ड्रॉ।
And we're back here at this contest here between the Dynamos and the Blasters. We've reached the halfway stage there, 41 for 2. Cape Fox, this game is finally poised. Fareed still continuing. Oh, he's managed to carve that down pass backward point. Excellent fielding as well. And I think that has been the standout from Bellville Blasters here. They're fielding in that first 5 overs.
It's been really good. They've stopped a couple of boundaries from going through. They've been very good in chasing the ball out to the boundary to make sure it doesn't get there. And this slowish outfield.
Use of the feed this time by Woodendal. Hasler, who's running. It's just going to be the one. Again, we got to say, I know it's pre-season, but their fielding has been top-notch. The team is great.
It's been outstanding so far. You saw there the man from long on came at the ball. He really attacked the ball quickly to prevent any thought of a second.
That's up in the air. Who wants it? That's gone a long, long way up.
Cody,
He's dropped it. He's shelled it.
Yeah, just didn't look like he was set underneath it, did it? And very difficult there. Steph Lee Lawrence, the field that was underneath that delivery. We'll just have a look at that again, but he just was always moving underneath the ball, just didn't get himself settled at all, and just lost it in the end.
Yeah, that is definitely what it was. He just wasn't settled. That ball went a long, long way up. The breeze is blowing here as well, folks, so it's not that easy.
No, you felt maybe that would have been an easier catch for the man from long off.
One there, Oli. Good, Cody.
They normally say the one running in, isn't it? This is after we've been praising their fielders. I think we should just stop talking about their fielders now.
Yeah,
we both, well, I'm definitely putting the markers on them. They're pulling it back nicely here.
Yeah. Whoa.
Bounce over.
Yeah, that was really close to bowling him. He just tried that reverse sweep, didn't he? It just wasn't the right length, though, for that. And he really pulled that over back incredibly well. Marcus Farid, just a 5 off the over.
They're losing a little bit of momentum here. The Durbanville Dynamos, they want to keep going here. They sort of just searching and striving for that boundary hit, aren't they? They're just wanting boundaries.
Yeah, they're looking for the big shots, aren't they? And you just sense that turning the ones into twos. If you look in here at this leg side field now, you've got opportunity if you play it anywhere in front of square. You've got the opportunity if you're just playing it softly into the leg side to come back for two. So the running is going to be critical here.
Yeah, Woodendal going at 75 strike rate, and LaRue, he's come down to 130. Oh, that is sort of clothed over the bowler. Fourie just tidying up and shouts that the running needs to be better here from the Durbanville Dynamos.
Yeah, you sense there as well. It was a possibility if they'd run the first one very quickly, could have perhaps put the fielder under a lot more pressure. But the Bellville, listen to me, the Bellville Blasters, got it right the first time. Bellville Blasters ground fielding has been excellent.
Oh, that is straight to Fourie. That has been hit straight to Marcus Fourie at long off. Oh, the momentum seems to be shifting here all the way to Bellville.
Most certainly is, and that was the big shot he was aiming for with the wind, but it was exceptionally well taken in the deep by Fourie.
Was the pace taken off that ball? He just didn't get enough elevation on that, but you don't want to be hitting the ball to the experienced campaigners like Marcus Fourie. He's got a good pair of hands on him. Certainly that lot there, the teaming great, they must certainly be up. Their tails must be up. The momentum is with them.
It is with them now. They've really restricted the Dynamos, the Durbanville Dynamos here. 29 for 2 it was after 3, and we're now into the 7th over, and they haven't only added another 18 runs in those overs. So it's going to be interesting to see what they are situated on at the end of 7 overs. As who's coming to the crease? So Stefan Bräuninger is coming to the crease.
Where to here? Where to here? Not sure here. I'm not sure here. Cape Fox, the momentum is lost here.
Yeah, they have certainly lost a huge amount of the momentum they had after 3 overs. At that stage, they were looking like they would be easily getting into the maybe 80 or 90 region. At the moment, that looks like more potential for 70 to 80.
After 3 overs, they were near enough 10 and over. Ken played down here. We're not just quickly to the ball here, the team in grey. They certainly set the standard here early doors in this competition.
Yeah, something you would expect to see from the teams here. If you're going to restrict the run rate by good fielding, it's going to mean probably 10 or 20 on the end of the score.
That's been carved over to the offside. It's again just one.
And really restricting here, Leon Labuschagne in his 2nd over, just gone for the 4 runs, I think it is, so far.
He's doing a great job here. He's bowled that ball halfway down the pitch. It's been clubbed baseball style down here to long on. It's just one though. They can't manage to find boundaries. And again, as we said in the first game, these are the days where I think teams might need to run 1s and 2s more rather than looking for boundaries, because certainly we're not getting the amount of boundaries that we're accustomed to here.
No, playing the ball along the ground, you have to hit it really hard to get to the boundary.
Oh, run out chance. Run out chance. Run out chance. He's gone for all money. Oh, Bylaws de Jong, he decides he wants to get Jason Harrison into the game here, but I feel that is gone.
Some outstanding ground fielding once again, and the stumps are hit for the 2nd time now, direct. And it is going to be up to the 3rd umpire to make the decision, and it should be an easy one for him. You see the replay here in front of us. Hardly even in the frame there, Eugene.
He's hardly in the frames, and those men there in grey, They have certainly set the bar here in terms of fielding. Second direct hit. It's like playing darts out there.
Well, they've been outstanding in the field, bar that one drop catch, which you felt was just out of his reach. And they've really put the skids under this Durbanville Dynamos team, who were racing to a good score.
Yes. It's Angelo Yatis. He's the new man coming down, the man with a tash.
Aha. Well, let's see what the tash can do. Angelo Yates, man who's been in this Durbanville club for a long time. Yates' family very well known here in Durbanville area.
Some of the crowd we see there as well. No, okay, Fox, you won in a minute. No, I tell you.
That's a slight touch away from you.
He's the man.
The center.
What can he do? Look at that. Look at that picture.
Yep.
Look at that smile, folks.
There we go. We got it. He's got the full beard on there in the picture.
Well, look at this field here. 4 men saving, 1 are all on the offside.
Yeah. There is nobody saving 1 or even on the ring on the leg side.
And there's no sweep on the offside. So I don't think this is going to be anywhere with width. On the leg side, and I felt that was going to be where he wants to operate. It's Kleinans. He's back in, the big burly fast bowler. He's got the wind on his back. I wonder which end Jody Lawrence will be taking here. Hey? You reckon he's coming in?
I don't. Not. I think I could put a wager on that maybe.
Oh, who knows? Who knows?
But.
That's what it's going to be. That's going to be the length that they're going to operate there to Angelo. That's just another interesting fact there, guys. It was only 21 runs scored in that 4-over period. Just shows how Bellville Blasters really brought that run rate down and put the Durbanville Dynamos under a little bit of pressure as well.
And it was an outstanding period. I mean, they took 2 wickets in that period. 21 runs only in those 4 overs. And at this level, I mean, that's not even a run a ball that the Dynamos were scoring. So they've got it all to do in these last 3 to get themselves up anywhere near around an 80, which you feel may be a defendable target.
Yeah, they were going so well in the power play. They just got the momentum taken away from them. Pull the length and again straight to the fielder. Tell you what, these men from Bellville, they really have got a point to prove out here. They obviously lost to the opposition today in the final last time out. They literally came from nowhere to get into that final.
They did indeed. They looked like they were dead and buried halfway through the tournament, and then got the momentum going and carried that into the final. Just couldn't get over the line there.
Third man into the ring. That man, that mid-off has gone to long off. That's going to be cloth. Is it going to be a catch? Oh, yeah, great effort. Great effort there. The man that did drop the catch earlier, Lawrence, he certainly flung himself there. He wants to make amends, just falling short.
Yeah, lucky that didn't go to hand. And so 3 off the over so far, 3 balls left. And this is the 8th over of the innings. Just the 2 to come after this. You just feel that 53 for 4, just not enough necessarily.
Well, they got a 1. They got 1.
They did indeed get 1. We can't really describe how that happened necessarily. No, well, just unorthodox. Understandably, why he was doing that, to try and ramp it over the short fielders, both on the leg and offside. But execution, not quite what he would have wanted.
Here we go, balls 5 and 6. This is a very important couple of balls to be bowled here by Kleinans. Oh, that is picked up onto the leg side. It's going to be another catch. It is going to be another catch. And it looks like it's McCulloch that took the catch there, deep square leg. And another man's got to go here.
Yes, yet another one perishes in the pursuit of hitting that ball over the boundary rope. And another wicket they could ill afford.
Yeah, he's trying to hit that. The boundaries here are not small, but the catching has been excellent. The Bellville certainly feel that they are on top, as that's another Wolf 7-7-7 wicket that has to go.
Making his way back to the pavilion. And for the Durbanville Dynamos, the new man coming in, Darren Naidu, he's going to take up strike, and he's got just over 2 overs to make a difference here.
He's not bad with the bat, is Mr. Naidu. He's certainly in there for his bowling as well. We'll see that later on, but he can certainly carve it with the bat as well. And I think between these two, they've got to somehow get this total up to about 75, even as you suggest, closer to 80.
Yeah, you'd feel then if you were at that sort of level, 75 to 80 level, that you stand a really good chance in defending it on this track, particularly with the attack that Durbanville Dynamos have got.
Yeah, that's for sure.
But that seems a long way away at the moment. 2 overs and 1 ball left in the innings. Even a runner ball would get them close to 70.
It's played away. Oh, it's another thrown out. Oh, I tell you what. Another layoff sticker on that. That could have been gone.
They have been outstanding with their ground fielding, the Bellville Blasters. 2 direct hit run-outs already. And only 1 blot on their copybook, that catch that was put down, but it didn't really cost them much.
It's going to be McCullough to bowl that all-important 9th over here. The off-spinner that bowls around the wicket. Oh, this game is finally poised, folks.
Yeah, 55 for 5. This is a crucial over. Durbanville Dynamos, with Angelo Yatsis and Darian Naidu at the crease, they are going to need to get up over 10 runs and over, definitely, in this over.
They will have to, and in fact he's decided.
Let's go, Jared, let's go, Jared.
I knew he was going to come around. I'm not sure what the batter was doing that side. Now then, Naidu, where are you looking? You can't hit it straight.
Let's go, Jared, let's go, Jared, let's go, Jared.
You can go to deep mid wicket. They got someone there.
But you feel sure that he's going to be going for a big hit somewhere in this over.
One, that's one, Yobi. Yobi, that's one. No chance, Yobi.
Remember his nickname.
Oh, that's good.
Terminator.
No chance, Yobi.
Ah, the Terminator.
He's back.
Well, ball there, Jared, eh? Good afternoon, Mr. Umpire. He's in the middle.
He was in there somewhere.
Well, he's only conceded 6 runs so far in his 7 deliveries that he's bowled. And in T10 standards, that's exceptionally economical.
You take that and run every day of the week. Now then, Angelo, what have you got for us?
One there.
Down the ground.
That's only one. Thanks, Marcus.
Got to be doing the fielding and
ball there, Jared, eh?
The running between the wickets was fairly laboured.
Yeah, it was a good pickup. It's not that easy on this outfield as well, because there's a little bit of bounciness there that you've got to be really keeping your eye on the ball. So Bellville Blasters fielding has been outstanding.
That's up in the air. Fielders coming there as well. And it's another catch. They have caught everything. Everything. Like shelling peas.
It is another wicket that goes down, and he just doesn't get all of it. And that's been the feature of the innings for the Durbanville Dynamos. Watching this again, just doesn't get it all, does he? Not off the meat of the bat, off the bottom of the bat. He takes on the spinner, and he has to go.
There's the Terminator. He strikes again. He's playing his part here, and maybe this pitch is not as easy to just come out and blast balls from all parks. I said it at the start, said it in the first game, I'm saying it here again. Maybe it's not a day for people just to be blasting balls out the park as easily as they normally find it. It's a day for running 1s, 2s, and maybe in the possible 3.
Yeah, just working that ball around, making sure that you're getting a minimum of 6 runs in the over. And you can get those by just having singles, as it's Bradley Peterson making his way out to the middle, and he's more known as a bowler. But he's hoping to probably give Angelo Yatsis the strike here. Just get himself off strike is going to be important.
Don't you feel it's also time for him maybe to go? I know it's cutting it fine here with time to go here in terms of balls left. There's only 9 balls left in the innings. The projected score at this stage looks like 67. You saw in the previous game that was nowhere near enough.
And you just sense then the momentum with the team that's really, say, bowled well in the first innings. Takes them into the batting, and they know if they can get off to a good start, keep wickets in hand, that they're going to have the opportunity to bat out their 10 overs and win the game.
No, get it in here!
Yo. Fielding is sharp.
Hold it, it's all right.
Lawrence again. He might have dropped the catch, but he's certainly throwing himself about there.
And he's then preventing them getting back for that 2 that would possibly be on. If it does get past him, he's quickly to the ball.
Yeah, but I like this field now because they've got a mid-wicket in place that could potentially stop that once.
Catch it!
That's going to come at you. That's the first one.
Oh, the first maximum that we've seen, and with the wind, it is a really good hit. And excellently done there by Angelo Yatsis. It was the right thing there for Bradley Peterson to give him the strike. Let's look at this again. Just shimmies a little bit down the wicket and hits it beautifully over the man at long on.
You just got to respect the breeze. It's blowing this way. Just help it along its way. He's tried to go again. He tried to go again. How's the running this time? Just keeps it down to 1.
Yeah, at the end of the over, you sense that was probably the right thing to do, keeping Yatsis on strike. So gives him the opportunity in this final over to potentially work that ball around, maybe hit a couple of other boundaries, but ended up being a better over for the Durbanville Dynamos.
Definitely something for them to take in here. Can they get about 15 runs? If they get 15 runs, that's massive momentum to take into the second half here.
Well, we've seen in T10 matches that score of 65 can be defended. Just got to keep it under that runner ball. That to make sure that you're bowling in the right areas, that you've got your plan set, and you just sense this Durbanville Dynamos team, they're not a team that's going to take this lying down. They're going to go out there all guns blazing.
Just look at it. They've got the seam department well fixed with Jody, Lawrence and Naidu as well. They've got spin in Bradley. They've got Jason Rodo who's going to bowl leg spin. They've just got so many. All departments got LaRue that can bowl some seam as well. Now then it is the man here, Evan Carstens, the number 11. He's going to come up. Bowl this all-important final over 6 balls. Who's going to take the momentum into that second half?
Yeah, very good question that, Eugene.
Carved away. That's going to go all the way for a 6. Can you believe it?
What a shot that was. My word. Hit that absolutely amazingly. Opened the face of the bat and gave it absolute horns.
Oh, did he open the face? He just got, he did. He actually did open the face up. And that has gone a long way over the third man boundary for a maximum. What a start to this final over.
Would you call that a worldie? I don't know, because it went over the world 777 sign. What a shot that was. My word.
Not straighter this time.
Hold.
So just the one.
Good, Yabby.
I said, can they find a way to get 15 runs? They got 7 of 2 balls.
Yeah, a lot depends here on Bradley Peterson. It just, he either needs to go big or he needs to just get a single to get Angelo Yatsis back on strike. 17 of 7 for the man with the tash.
I tell you, asked him what can the tash deliver. He's delivering on all counts. It's come off the pad. So it's just going to be a leg by, one feels. There he goes. Energizer. He's at the ball game. Shows there's 3 balls to go.
Does indeed. I expected him to at least get 6 or 7 pats onto that leg there with the batteries he's got in his tank.
Yeah, no, he's just on part-time, feels like it.
Yatsis on strike again. What's he got in store for us here?
17 of 7 deliveries.
Now that's a T10 innings.
goes again. Carved. Oh, what a catch.
What a good catch.
What a catch. And they've just managed to hold their catches every time. Liam Vermeulen. The ball was coming flat over here to the third man boundary. And he took that fingers pointing up.
Yeah, it was an outstanding catch, considering how quickly it came to him. We'll look at that again now. As Carstens is in, and then he just gives himself some room, tries to play that similar shot that he played earlier on for the 6, and it just moved in the air as he was coming towards it. Didn't he take it well?
Yeah, he did take it. That ball was swirling and swerving, as I say, but good momentum given here to the Dynamos there from Angelo.
Yeah, he'll feel happy with that 17 off 8 deliveries. Strike rate of over 200 is exactly what was needed. He just didn't manage to get another maximum coming over here at deep third.
Yeah, now it's Jody Lawrence making his way, and he's glad that he can have a look and see how this pitch is playing for 2 balls, because he's got to dish up some seamers here when it's his turn to bowl. But Everett Carstens is doing a job here.
73 for 7. I feel it's getting close to that sort of 80 mark that could well be defendable.
Oh, wristy hands there. Oh, they're coming back for 2. The throw's coming Jody Lawrence's way. 2 runs at it. 1 ball to go.
Good running there. Got to make sure you keep that pressure on the fielder. Make sure they know that you're coming back for that second. He did well.
It's more worried about if those hamstrings are warmed up there. You don't want to be turning so quickly when it's just the first time out there. So final ball of the innings coming up. Definitely going to go for 2 here.
Leon!
Oh, the throw is not a good one. The throw is not a good one, so they're going to finish on 77 for 7. What a number.
All the 7s, 7, 7, 7. And that really is appropriate here. We have many of our sponsors here. Taj 777. We've got World 777, Billy 777. So the score, 77 for 7, all the 7s.
Yeah, and it's been a sort of a very interesting innings put together by the Durbanville Dynamos. They are sponsored by JSK1. They started like a house on fire on 29 for 2, nearly 10 and over for the first power play. Definitely lost the way in that middle period, 21 runs. Is that an aspect of the game that we're going to be talking about in this match?
I certainly think we are, Eugene. Depends the kind of start that the Bellville Blasters get off to, but very important for them. You feel up front, keep wickets in hand, give yourself the opportunity, as we saw later on, in fact, between overs 8 and 10, where 27 runs were scored by the Durbanville Dynamos. Give yourself a chance to then open up the shoulders and get the runs without having to worry about the number of wickets you've got down.
Yeah, we see it definitely a few starts there. First to be a 14, Woodendal 11, LaRue 13, Angelo Yates, he also got 17. But that's what they compile, 77 to 7. So it leaves the Bellville Blasters, sponsored by D247. They require 78 for victory. Join us in a few moments for that second innings. And here we are with Bradley Peterson, the man that was a leading wicket taker in the tournament last time out. Brad, it's that time of year again, T10 cricket. Exciting for you?
Very exciting stuff for us and the boys here. We're looking forward to this tournament. Last year we came on top, won both the Champions League and the tournament itself. So we're looking forward to go, and it's been a good pre-season for us, so we are ready for the tournament.
It's pre-season, as you said. Usually it's the seamers that will come to the fore, but spinners, you're the man that done it last time out. Surely you can play a role again.
The seamers, there will be something in the wicket for the seamers here today. Early doors here, wicket still a bit sticky and so on. But there is quite a bit of turn as we played 2 pre-season games last week and the week before. So we will see how it goes.
Yeah, exciting stuff for you boys. You boys will be gunned down by all the other teams for sure.
Always. You always take out the top. You're always looking to take out the top of every tournament. So yeah, we're looking forward to it.
Brad, go well today.
Thank you, sir.
Everett, you guys lost out in the final, just a little bit closer to me. Lost out in the final, but sure, another chance for you guys to really set the tone again this time round.
Yeah, I think like BP said, start of the season, got a few things we need to sort out, but I think good to start against the reigning champions again and rectify the mistakes we made last year in the finals. So I'm looking forward to the challenge.
Must be nice to get out there in the middle playing some cricket and not just being in the nets hitting balls for hours and days. You want to have that pressure situation.
Yeah, well, it's always much better getting out and seeing the real thing. So no, we're looking forward to it, and hopefully the pre-season's done as well, and we can work on that.
Change of colour this time. You guys in grey.
Yeah. Well, hopefully the change of colour works this year. So
go well today.
Thank you. Thanks.
That's the news of 2 of the important men here that we're going to play a part in this coming match. And welcome back here to the TARS 777 presents TARS Crick Club League T10 Cricket Castle Animal match number 2, and that's the match between the Durbanville Dynamos, sponsored by JSK1, and Bellville Blasters, sponsored by D247. My name is Eugene Bolin, and with me is the Cape Fox, James King. And James, just some of your thoughts on that first innings that we saw there from the Dynamos.
Yeah, thanks very much, Eugene. I think the Dynamos, after the start, they got 29 for 2 after the power play 3 overs. Probably would have been looking at somewhere around the region of maybe 90 to 100 that they would have felt happy with. Ending up on 77 for 7, it still could be a defendable score. It's in that region, particularly on this pitch, which is quite sporting today, that they could have that opportunity. The outfield, not easy to hit boundaries on this outfield. The wind and the conditions today, the size of the boundaries, also not that easy necessarily square of the wicket to hit sixes. So it's all to play for, really, in the second innings, the innings of the Bellville Blasters. If they can get off to a good start, keep wickets in hand, they've got the opportunity then to keep that scoreboard ticking along. What we saw with 20 dots in that first innings of the Durbanville Dynamos, perhaps too many dots. They perhaps should have taken a few more singles or been able to get more singles and twos.
We've also saw from our experience here in T10 cricket, that middle period, it's vital. It's a pivotal part in any format, let alone T10. They were restricted, the Dynamos, to 21 runs in that period of time, just showing how the momentum was taken away from them.
Yeah, and they lost 2 wickets in that period, and then only able to get that 27 in the last 3 overs with some 2 maximums that were hit by Angelo Yatsis in that time. And if it wasn't for him having that impetus towards the end, they wouldn't have even got anywhere near that 77. So just goes to show how important it is to just keep that scoreboard ticking along.
I just really don't feel it's a day for hitting boundaries or expecting to hit the ball to all parts here. It's a day, especially in that middle period, how often can he turn 1 into 2s, etc. That is a pivotal part here, and I think teams need to box a little bit smarter when it comes to that part of the game as the 2 men, that's Marcus Fourie and also Andrew Sedane. That's the 2 big men, numbers 1 and numbers 3, making their way up to the middle. And they're going to play a big part, especially the man on the left there. He played a part helping Bellville to get to the final last time out, Andrew Sedane.
Yeah, so it's going to be very interesting to see how they approach this now, the Bellville Blasters, having understood what they achieved in their bowling stint there, and whether they will have taken some of those learnings into the batting that they're going to be putting together here, because it isn't that easy out there, as you said, Eugene. The conditions not that easy for the batters, and you've got to be able to make the most of it. We'll also be interesting to see how the fielding comes, what the fielding's like from a Durbanville Dynamos point of view, because we know the Bellville Blasters, they were outstanding in the field for most of that effort.
They were sharp in the field. We don't normally see that in the pre-season, but they were definitely sharp. Sure. He's looking like Louis van der Berg. That's going to be bowling here from the golf ticket in, and he's going to be bowling to the right-handed Andre Sedain.
Yeah, and he can, Andrew Sedain, he has got the ability to hit the ball long and hard. It's going to be interesting to see how they approach this. This is going to be a fascinating contest.
Well, I'm glad I didn't bring the jacket I was supposed to bring, because it was purple as well. I mean, I would have been biased then, wouldn't I? If I had to bring my purple jacket here, and then you would have said, oh, you supporting the team in purple with your jacket, aren't you? That's definitely not that type of thing. I'm glad I wore the blue one.
Well, there we go. I'm in my sort of, what do you call it, olive green, which I think at least I can't be, hopefully, too much accused of supporting the Kryfontein Knights. But anyway, they got home against the no, they didn't. The other way around. The Vipers were in green this time, not the Kryfontein Knights.
Here we go. Ball number 1. Oh, straight away. That's gone all the way, is it? Oh, I think that has gone 1 bounce 4, and straight away intentions are playing for everyone to see. He's going to take it to the Dynamos.
He is indeed, and that already a boundary off the first ball. We saw the same when Durbanville were batting. Durbanville Dynamos, we saw that it was also a boundary off the first ball. But that just a little bit short of a length. He picked it up beautifully, didn't he?
He's a big man. He's Andres and Andro Sedain. I think that should be just 1 bounce 4, I feel. There it is.
Oh, I think that's the maximum.
Oh, there it is. Just a bounce, I think. Okay, Fox.
Well, we're just trying to see. Oh, no, bounce just in front. So it is a 4.
Oh, okay, Fox, you can't.
No, my eyes were not. Your eyes were not deceiving you. Mine were deceiving me. That is a 4 signaled by Ivan Bayalours de Jong. Good camera work there.
Oh, he's put it back down.
Oh.
That is in the air. Naidu underneath it, and he takes the catch.
Ooh.
There you go, and he strikes with his second ball.
Yeah, and that is what we were talking about. It's not that easy to play the ball square of the wicket. We got the result, the first ball, another shortest one, went for that square shot, just clothed that one up to the man at short fine.
This is good homework being done here by the Durbanville Dynamos, again banging it in. And that's an excellent catch because the wind is swirling here. And that's the first wicket gone. It's the big man. He's got to go back.
That's exactly what the Durbanville Dynamos would have wanted first up. As we see Leon van Vieren coming out to the middle. And it's 4 for 1. So both teams losing wickets early on. Just wonder what kind of impact that'll have on the Bellville Blasters.
I haven't seen much of the bowler here, Louis van der Berg. It just looks like he needs to watch his back foot and his front foot there. It looks like it's just a little bit, we call it a little bit mixed a little bit, so you just got to watch out for that. He's a big, strong man.
That's Van Vieren taking strike.
Oh, they're going to come back for another one. No, they're not.
Yes, that Leon Naidu there. It's Leon, sorry. So Naidu was the fielder, got to it quite quickly.
Can I please have middle? That's middle.
and not able to effect any kind of run out. Didn't hit the stumps, was well backed up on the other side to prevent them coming through for the second. Now they've spread the field a bit wider on the offside, and I've got a third there deep on the boundary and a deep cover.
Because Marcus Fourie favours the offside. Certainly getting the ball in there. The big man, the number 6 on his back there, Van der Berg. I just want you to have a look at this man running in. He's a tall man. Look at that back foot, and then he crosses over quite big time there. So he's just got to watch himself maybe in years to come. So something for him maybe to have a think about.
Yeah, that back foot looks a little bit uncomfortable landing there.
Fourie trying to have a pump out there to the onside, and there's no run. And certainly the sort of modus here for Louis van der Berg is he wants to hit the pitch really hard.
Yeah, done well after conceding that 4 off the first delivery. And he's going to be bowling again to the left-handed Marcus Fourie. It's Louis van der Berg. And that's in the slot, and it's over the man at mid-on. Just pitches and stops in the outfield. They can only come through for the 2. So he had a real full go at that, managed to clear the man at mid-on, but only managed to come back for the 2. The outfield just pitching and dying in the outfield.
And that's what we can see here. That's what we thought the outfield will play like as well. As you look at all the people connected, the sponsors connected to this tournament. Billy 777, Cricketer, Trust of India, D247, ID 247, JSK1, Winfair 247, World 777, as well as Golden 444. The umpires are sponsored by Golf Ticket. And competition powered by Wolf 777.
And it is going to be from the Taj 777 end, Darian Naidu is going to be opening the attack from that side for the Durbanville Dynamos.
He gets the ball through, James. He gets the ball through the Cape Fox.
And he's a tall man. He's taken a catch already. And really well taken catch. He's going to have his tail up here, coming into bowl.
This is a whole different ball game here, folks. This is a different ball game. You give the ball to quality bowlers, quality seamers. They're running in, they hit the pitch hard.
Yeah, there's certainly something in it there for the fast bowlers.
Yeah, we're not taking anything away about how the Bellville Blasters were bowling. They were good at what they were achieving there. Now then, we've got some pace on the ball here by these men. Carved away, straight to point. I mean, they can't hit the stumps.
No.
Dynamos can't hit the stumps.
Had 2 attempts so far.
I haven't hit one.
But that's been out with outstanding fielding, though. He really picked that up quickly after it come on the bounce and got that ball in, well backed up behind. So Naidu now, he's already bowled. And 2 balls in the over. Oh, it takes an inside, it takes the leading edge, and it's gone to the man at backward point. And that is another massive wicket here for the Durbanville Dynamos. Put it in short of a length. He was trying to turn it into the leg side and just got a leading edge.
You get bowlers that hit the pitch really, really hard. They get something out of it. Look at this here, the ball standing up tall. He wants to try and turn it around. Sort of rushed him a little bit. What a simple catch. Oh, this game has taken a different complexion altogether. Ruben Senecal with a catch there.
So it's 7 for 2, and now you sense the Bellville Blasters just a bit behind the 8 ball.
They're behind the 8, 9, and 10 ball here. As the captain, Cody Nivert, comes down to face the music here in the middle. I'm surprised we haven't seen a slip or something. I mean, they got bowlers here, this team, the Dinos, that are capable of finding an edge as well. Oh, well, as I say that, it looks like they might have one now.
Does look like that. We're just waiting for the batter to get to the crease. But looks like they've already made up their minds. They're going to have a man in there. Slip? No, maybe not. He's moving back to his, I think he's just going to move back to the short third position.
I had a chat there with the Victoria Vipers coach about why weren't they squeezing the field as such, and he says, look, it's the batters, they just feel they rather want to go for one, and that's more what the thinking is here. They rather want to go for one, they don't want to have dots or anything like that, but I still feel they could be missing a trick. If you got a team under the pump, keep them under the pump for a long period of time. Oh, using the pace there, Cody Niver.
Yeah, nicely played down to third. So at least they've got a run there. The Bellville Blasters off this over. It's been outstanding from Darren Naru.
The ball is flying off the edges. Just shows the pace these boys are generating out there.
There was a couple of bounces down to the man at third. So there are definitely runs available for the team. Yeah, and that explains also why they're continuing to have the man at a deep third rather than at a short third. He's going to be angling this across the left-hander.
That is picked up there by Marcus Faree. It's not going to go to the boundary, though. It's going to be twos.
Exactly what you've been talking about, Eugene. The ball is not going to the boundary. If you're going to hit it to the boundary, you can't get elevation. You got to hit it flat and hard.
You certainly do. Marcus Faree, he's the key man here. Cody Nivot, he's just going to be playing away. Trying to just keep the scoreboard ticking here. Oh, have some of that. Have some of that.
Oh, that was an absolute beauty. Nearly took his head off.
Well, that's the over. Done and dusted, and what an over it's been there by Darren Naidu. Conceding only 3 runs. Score moves on to 10.
I think we're going to look at this delivery again. Look at that, just going ahead height. He just managed to get his head out of the way. That would have given him a serious headache, I'm sure.
Yeah, I'm not all for hitting people on the heads. I'm not talking about that, but in terms of seeing the short ball bowl, yeah, that's you've got to have in your armory. Then, what's to come here? What is to come? Here's the man, Jody Lawrence, coming into the attack. And he's actually bowling into the breeze.
Well, my goodness, that is certainly a surprise for us. Senior man here at Durbanville Dynamos. But he's also got a lick of pace there. Jody Lawrence.
I tell you what, they want to outdo the other one. These bowlers here.
He's almost got his run up from the sight screen.
They're hitting the surface hard here, folks. They are hitting the surface hard. It's a final over of the power play here.
They want to end it well. It's only 10 for the loss of 2 after those 2 overs. They are well behind where Durbanville Dynamos were at the same stage.
We haven't seen anybody so far in the 2 teams score consistently 8 or above and over. That's a beautiful shot by Cody Nivo. Yes, it's 1 run, but my word, how well did he play that? On the up.
Was a lovely shot on the up. And Lawrence bowling both those 2 deliveries that they've both been in exactly the same area. So consistency here, very important. Just since you're looking to somebody like Jody, who is your sort of senior bowler, he's going to be able to deliver that for you.
He's bowling a lot straighter, isn't he? He's attacking the stumps.
See what he does against the left-hander.
Just as I say, he's attacking the stumps. He throws one outside the off stump there.
Well, he's got his field set for that. He's got the deep third. He's got a point. He's got a deep cover, extra cover, and a mid-off. So he's certainly not going to be wanting to bowl that on the legs of Marcus Faree.
Yeah, there's 2 areas you don't want to sort of hover. Legs is one, and just a chance for him to really let his arms through or his hands through the ball on the offside. There he is, the pickup shot again. They might have to get their skates on because that ball might not get to the boundary. In fact, it does. Excellent shot that by the left-hander Faree.
Just a little bit short that time from Jody Lawrence, giving him the chance here, Marcus Faree, to play that one to the deep mid-wicket boundary for a golf ticket 4.
That ball just dribbling across there, hitting the belly. 7-7-7 wicket there. now then changing the field. Deep square is going to be in place now. They brought the sweeper up from the offside. Oh, I wouldn't be doing that, Jody. I would not be doing that.
Must have hurt him, that one. Put his big size 11 out there to stop that one.
Again, going on with the size of shoes we have out there, James. But he managed to stop it nonetheless.
And that's the most important thing. Yeah, if he took that one on the right foot, that would have hurt.
Ivan Bailos de Jong, he was moving swiftly as well. I think he had flashbacks from what happened the last time. Oh, it's going to be a wide.
And you were talking about offering that width, and that just a little bit too much width there. Batter at no price for getting towards that one.
I think there was like a cutter ball there by Jody Lawrence there. Just too much outside that line.
But still, been a good over despite the 4. It's been a good over here for the Durbanville Dynamos. Just the 6 runs off it so far. We wanted to finish it well. Marcus Farid is going to want to make sure this is the last ball of the power play. Goes for some runs.
Wait on!
Foul balled full, and that's how you see out and over. Dot ball, and that concludes the power play period here, where it is the Bellville Blasters, sponsored by D247. They are currently at 16 for 2. That is a big difference at the minute, because at the same stage, the Dynamos, they were 29 for 2.
Yeah, 13 runs the difference, and the same number of wickets down. You just sense that is a really big difference in terms of where they are at the moment. The next 4 overs, though, the Durbanville Dynamos only scored 21. So this next stage of the play here in this T10 match is going to be absolutely critical if you look at where the Bellville Blasters are going to go. They can't afford to lose too many wickets. They've got to keep that scoreboard ticking along. 7, 8 and over at a minimum.
Yeah, this is where we could see where potentially this game is going to go. Cody Nivot, he's on strike. Rate required is 8.86. Just a tick under 9s.
Good stuff. Hit me. Back up, please.
Dynamos will be happy with that. It's now just a case of stopping them from getting boundaries for sure.
And it's that man who was the bowler of the series in the previous tournament, Bradley Peterson, that's coming in.
Deep square, cow, long on, sweeper.
Yeah, he's bowling now to the left hand, and where will Marcus Farid be looking here?
That leg side boundary may be what he's looking at from the left arm over spinner.
He's certainly shaped up there. Cape Fox, he's certainly shaped onto the leg side, but just managed to squeeze it
quick
for
changes,
one.
boys. Come. Quick changes. Let's go, Jason, on your bike.
All the time, the rate is moving up and up and up.
Yeah, not going to be easy for them to get these runs.
Nice PP.
Yeah, and he's a wily old character. He's Bradley Peterson. He was the bowler of the tournament for sure. Previously, look at that, 60 runs needed from 40 deliveries.
Exactly 9 and over. That's nicely played. Backward a square on the offside, and that's gone down to the boundary for 4. Outstanding stuff. He played that beautifully.
He smashed that, absolutely smoked that through the offside. So it's backward a point.
Nothing changes.
What I like about that, he moved, watched that nicely. The width was offered, and Cody never put that away.
Beeps, get me another dot here, Beeps. Get me another dot here.
That's a classic square cut there.
Goes for the reverse now.
Cody, one left.
Certainly got quick hands, hasn't he? He's got quick hands through the ball.
Does just not able
Beeps,
to
one
make
more.
contact
That's
with
my
that
dot,
one.
BP.
He's
That's the
eyeing
dot I
this
want
gap
today.
here
Lovely
between the
stuff.
man at short third and backward point.
No.
Very happy with that there.
Still not hitting that run rate.
That's going to conclude another over. He gets through his over very, very quickly.
And just the 6 off that over. That's not enough for the Bellville Blasters. Durbanville Dynamos here doing the business.
Score at the minute is 22 for 2. The Bishop's in the house.
Indeed. That's all the twos. And we've got all the fours and all the sevens here around this score, around the oval here. Golden 444, one of our sponsors. Taj 777, World 777, and Billy 777. So we've got all the numbers here. And the numbers at the moment looks to me like they're favouring the Durbanville Dynamos.
Yeah, it does, certainly does that. The rate is above 9s here as Stefan Bruniger comes back into the attack. Oh, he's going to be bowling for the first time in this tournament, taking over from Jody Lawrence. So again, the field is spread far and wide as the eye can see.
They have got this man, they have got a man at square leg next to the umpire.
Wrapped on the pad. I think that's wishful thinking. That is hopeful thinking. If you think umpire bylaws, de Jong is going to give that.
And goes down to Naidu at deep third. So it is interesting that they've kept the man deep at third. Actually, they're bringing him up now into the circle.
Just a change up from the left to the right-hander. We're going to keep an eye on that gap between runs needed and balls still remaining in this innings. It's up to 20 here now. Smoke down the ground. It's that man Bradley Peterson that comes around, and good fielding. And I'll tell you what I've seen from the two sides we've seen here in front of us. They are setting the benchmark for others to follow in terms of just being out there in the field.
They've both been getting to the ball exceptionally quickly in the outfield. I know this outfield is a little bit slow. It's very important that you can do that.
Well bowled again there by Bruniger. Just keeping it down to 1 again. Looked like Fourie was shaping to buff that to all parts, but just reined himself in.
Yeah, and that was good there. They kept that man in at square leg, so it prevented any thought of 2.
That's up in the air. Is this going to be a catch? Angelo. Oh, he's dropped it. He's dropped it.
He got there quite quickly, but the dive went in and just bobbled out of the hands.
He made the long yards across there. Long off. You see him at the bottom of the pick. Oh, and just couldn't manage to hold it.
Great attempt.
That's a big hit. That's huge.
Oh, that was in the arc and out the park there. What a great shot that was from Cody Nivot.
Certainly packs a punch. The captain got the ball in the arc, as you say, and there it goes. Almost look at it like the bottom of the bat there. But these bats are so good these days, they can certainly make that ball travel.
He set himself so well for that shot.
Leading edge again. I think he wanted to go again there for sure. But that is going to take us there too. The strategic, the golf ticket, strategic timeout period here where these two teams can have a little bit of a chat and see where they're going to go. There's the signal by the umpire, Ivan de Jong.
जी हाँ दोस्तों, 5वें ओवर की समाप्ति के बाद अब समय हो चुका है गल्फ टिकट स्ट्रेटेजिक टाइम आउट का। जैसा कि हम देख सकते हैं, गल्फ टिकट द्वारा स्पॉन्सर्ड हमारी ड्रिंक्स कार्ट अब मैदान में आ रही है और दोनों टीमों के खिलाड़ियों को रिफ्रेशमेंट्स देगी। अपने दर्शकों को ये मैं याद दिला देना चाहता हूं कि गल्फ टिकट है यूएई का सबसे ज्यादा भरोसेमंद ऑनलाइन लॉटरी ड्रॉ। ये है फुली रेगुलेटेड, रजिस्टर्ड एंड ऑथराइज्ड लॉटरी ड्रॉ फ्रॉम यूएई। आप अभी gulfticket.com पे जाके अपनी किस्मत का खेल खेल सकते हैं। जी हाँ दोस्तों, gulfticket.com पे जाएं, वहां पे लॉग इन करें, अपना अकाउंट खोलें और खेलिए अपनी किस्मत का खेल। अपने सपनों को उड़ान भरिए और मौका दीजिए अपनी जिंदगी को बदलने का gulfticket.com के साथ। गल्फ टिकट की टैगलाइन है शेयरिंग मिलियन स्माइल्स, और ऐसे ही करोड़ों लोगों के चेहरों पे मुस्कुराहट लाने के बाद गल्फ टिकट आपकी जिंदगी में भी खुशियां भर सकता है। आपको केवल ये करना है कि gulfticket.com पे जाएं, वहां पे अपना अकाउंट खोलें और हिस्सा लें गल्फ टिकट के वीकली ऑनलाइन लॉटरी ड्रॉज में। बिल्कुल दोस्तों, गल्फ टिकट सिर्फ एक प्लेटफॉर्म नहीं है, यह है एक सिम्फनी ऑफ होप, एक कैनवस ऑफ पॉसिबिलिटीज, एक टेस्टमेंट है पावर ऑफ ड्रीम्स के लिए। अब समय बर्बाद ना करें, तुरंत जाइए gulfticket.com पे और खेलिए अपनी किस्मत का खेल, क्योंकि गल्फ टिकट ही है यूएई का सबसे ज्यादा भरोसेमंद ऑनलाइन लॉटरी ड्रॉ।
There we see tomorrow's match. The Tigerbird Tigers, sponsored by Golden 444. They up against the Milnerton Masters, sponsored by Billy 777. This T10 cricket is really shaping up. It's hotting up already, and we're only in day one here, and it's going to be Jason Road, the leg spinner, coming into the attack. Has just played calmly down to third man. This game could be a little bit tighter than what we feel, I think.
Yeah, just going to be interesting to see how the next 2 overs shape up here. We know that Durbanville Dynamos only got that 21 between overs 4 and 7. And the batters here for Bellville have reduced that gap from 13 it was at the end of over 3 to only 7 runs at the end of over 5. 34 for 2, playing 41 for 2.
Yeah, and that is played on. And how's the road running? They decide to just take it easy for now.
Once again, good work in the field, getting to that ball very quickly. But you just sense wickets in hand here are crucial for the Bellville Blasters. If these two can stay there.
That's a great shot, excellent shot all the way for a 6. Smashing shot by the captain, Cody Nivo, over extra.
Just used his feet beautifully and got to the pitch of that and just absolutely murdered it over extra cover.
And the flourish to boot as well. Wolf 777 taking a pounding there.
Wow.
He seems to be in some bit of form here, Cody Nivo.
Yeah, that's his second maximum, and the first was huge, and the second one just absolutely incredible. Good hand speed, as you said.
That gap between balls, left and runs are coming down. Maybe bowls again, and that ball is going to the boundary. Oh, excellent stuff by Leon LaRue. I thought for a moment that ball got past him there, but he just managed to recover.
Didn't he do well there? I mean, 2 runs saved, definitely.
Huge hit, massive hit. Marcus Fourie.
Well, that has gone absolute miles. I think they're going to have to retrieve that from the field down below. And so that is a huge over for the Bellville Blasters. You called it, Eugene.
Massive hit that was, Marcus Fourie. No, I would say you called it, K Fox. You said they need to hit the ball flat to here and need to clear the boundaries. That's what they want to do. Look at that rate. 27 runs now needed off 24 deliveries.
And they have turned this game on its head in 1 over. That's what can happen in T10. Absolutely incredible stuff.
And for me, the standout is cricket shots. Cricket shots being played there by these 2 men.
Nivo there, 25 of 15. Fareed, 19 of 15. So they're both batting well into the 100s. And just there, going to their 50. And that happening at after 6 overs.
Oh, he wants to take him on. He wants some of that. Cody Nivo, he's seeing it as big as a beach ball now.
Yeah, and the thing is now that they can keep the scoreboard ticking along, get 1 boundary and over, and they should be getting over the line.
Just to put it in perspective there, Cape Fox, before that last over was bowled, the rate was 9.5 near, but it's come down to just a tick above 6. That's how good that over was.
Incredible over for the Bellville Blasters.
Oh, he's got the edge. He's got the edge, and Vandenberg strikes, and that's the end of Marcus Fourie.
Yeah, it's been a good innings from Fourie. 19 off 16. He has to go. Was pitched up outside the off stump. He couldn't resist it, could he?
Yeah, we'll have a look and see if it was in the Marcus Fourie area. Just a little bit wider. It's excellent bowling. Just going across the left-hander, and they turn. The Dynamos turn to the man that got the wicket previously, and he gets another one for them.
Yeah, and how important that might be. Fourie well set as the new man coming to the crease now, Philip Kleinans.
Yeah, he's down on our sheets as a bowler, so maybe he's down there to give it a bit of a buff. He's the man that bowled from the TAR 777 end, and he bowled quite well. Had a good bit of bounce on him as well, so yeah, maybe he's in there just to keep going there. Cody Nivote, he probably would want to see this through. This game's not over, folks.
No, this certainly is not over. Anything can happen in this T10 format.
Dare we say super over, supernova, dare we say it?
Well, I think it's always possible, especially with a total like this, 77. It's one of those tantalizing totals that you think, yes, we can get there. Then it, one or two things that don't go your way, one or two overs of 5 or 6 now would make it very interesting.
26 runs needed, 22 balls. We have a tight game here on day one. Well, certainly looks like he can definitely hold the bat there. Yeah. Philip Kleinans hitting that onto the onside.
Yeah, he's given the strike to his captain, Cody Nivote. Nivote's been looking good for that 26 off 16. He's going to want to stay there to see them through to their target, isn't he? Going to have to be very careful here.
That's going to be up and over. It's going to be 2 runs again. This is excellent stuff from the captain, Cody Nivote, for the Bellville Blasters.
He's getting the applause there from the Bellville supporters off to our right-hand side.
It's a bit of a derby over here, a bit of a local derby.
It definitely is. Great rivalry between these two.
And he's played nicely again, and he just finds a way to keep the scoreboard moving in a positive direction all the time.
And that's very important when you're looking at 25 off 21 balls, and they've scored off every ball in this over except for the one where the wicket has fallen. So 1 ball left in the 7th over.
22 runs needed, folks. Beats the edge again, beats the edge, and that's going to conclude over number 7 with a score on 56 for 3. Now then, the Bellville Blasters find themselves at the same period, 6 runs ahead all of a sudden.
Yeah, so from being 13 runs behind at the end of 3, they've ended up being, as you said, those 6 runs ahead at the end of 7. They got 1 wicket better off than were the Durbanville Dynamos at the same time. And looking at that scorecard there, 29 off 18. How important is Cody Nivote for them now?
He is vital. He is vital. And I tell you what, that meant the Bellville Blasters, they would want him to stay there to the end. But the man that was the bowler of the tournament last time out, Bradley Peterson, as you can see, he bowled 1 over for 6 runs. He certainly want to have the same here for his team. That is beautifully played through extra cover. Ruben Senecal has to put in the dive. He can't get there. What a shot.
Oh, what a beautiful cricket shot there from Cody Nivote. And it just goes to show once again, you don't have to just be playing all kinds of strange shots in T10. Good cricket shots can win you matches.
Took the words straight out of my mouth there, Cape Fox. It was an excellent cricket shot all along the deck. Follows that up straight away with a single. That's brilliant stuff. Excellent stuff. 16 balls that's still left in this innings. 17 runs. Surely we should start starting the car. Surely.
Well, I'm going to put the key in the ignition, but I'm not going to start it yet.
Because we know anything can happen here.
Absolutely right.
Oh!
There's a dot ball. There's a dot ball, folks.
Oh, yeah, 17 from 16.
No one's moving from their seat here.
No, they shouldn't be. I've started to rub my leg. That means that it must be tight.
Oh, big appeal, big appeal. Umpire says was hit him outside the line of off stump. That was the sign certainly giving. He gave the bowler there.
Yeah, umpire Mwanda there.
He follows that up with another dot. Oh, pressure's a wonderful thing, isn't it?
Oh, it is. It is. And Kleinhans here not able to rotate the strike. 3 dots.
He gets a single there, so it's going to be 12 balls remaining, folks. 16 runs needed. All 3 outcomes still extremely possible.
They are indeed, and that's what makes this game so exciting. That's why we love T10 cricket.
Look at that there, Cody Nivo, 34 of 20 deliveries. A captain's knock-off of some sort here.
And that's what it takes, isn't it, Eugene? It takes one player to play an innings that you take the team through, that gives you the chance to chase down a total like this, chase down a total of 77. As we look at tomorrow's game, which is between the Tygerberg Tigers, sponsored by Golden 444, and Milton Masters, sponsored by Billy 777. And that is at 10 a.m. local time, 12 noon UAE time, and 1:30 p.m. Indian Standard Time tomorrow.
More games to look forward to. I think at the end of tomorrow, all the teams would have played. We can certainly see where they are, but what a classic we've been treated to here by these two men, these two sides.
It's Naidu back into the attack.
Oh, he's lost his bat. He's lost his bat. You need to hold on to that.
Good start, Dad.
Just tried to play that one into the leg side. Got the single. That's the most important thing for Philip Kleinhans.
He tried to hit that. Oh, you need to hold on to that, kid. Can't bat without it.
Just as well it wasn't a tight run on that occasion.
Oh, it's down the leg side. It's down the leg side. Umpire De Jong, he indicates that ball needs to be re-bowled. So, folks, 1 ball has been bowled in this over, so it's 11 balls that are still left in this innings. 15, I think it is. 14, 14
needed. Cody Nivo on strike.
How's your running? How is your running? Oh, they're keeping it down. They're keeping it sensible.
Yeah, great throw as well from the man in the deep. So just as well they didn't come back for that second. But the pressure's here on Philip Kleinhans. He needs to get off strike as quickly as possible, or he needs to be able to hit a boundary.
Oh, there's the bounce. There is the bounce. Naidu getting that ball to really stand up after hitting the surface there.
Oh, in these next 3 deliveries, or in fact the next delivery, should I say, to Philip Kleinhans, absolutely crucial. He's trying to keep Kleinhans on strike or get him out.
Yeah, definitely. So he's going to go here. He's carved that pass extra. How's the running, Cody Nivo? He's coming back for 2. It's going to be a comfortable 2.
Good running between these 2 men. That's exactly what they needed to do.
What a match we're having here on day 1. This is match 2. We've been royally treated here. This is a close encounter between these two teams. Both these teams played in the final last time out. And they're treating us to another tight affair here. That is picked up beautifully, but it hits straight to the man at deep mid wicket just for one.
And ones are not going to be enough. They'll take them close, but they're not going to be enough. They need 10 runs, 7 balls. Wow.
This is a massive ball for the Dynamos, I feel. This is massive in the context of who's going to get the bragging rights here first up in this contest. He's gone up. That's a massive hit. That's a massive blow. It's gone all the way.
Wow, what a hit there from Cody Nibbard over the offside, over extra cover. And it takes the game to the final over where they're now only going to need 4 to win. What a shot.
What a shot, Cape Fox. What a hit. It was with the breeze. Yes, it was. But to execute a shot like that, under that pressure, knowing that they need to go for something here, he's brought that rate down to just 4 runs of 6 balls.
That is a game changer. Just one blow. What a brilliant cricket shot that was.
What a brilliant game we're having here. What a game to call. First up here in the TARS 777 TARS Crick Club League T10 Cricket. Castle Animal for sure.
This is what T10 cricket is all about.
Well, now, folks, it's not over yet. Jody Lawrence, I tell you, he is not going to let this go down easily. Checking the field. There's still no one saving one at mid-wicket. Surely you've got to try and squeeze something there.
Yeah, they've got that man in at square leg. He's trying to potentially prevent the 2 into the leg side.
Missing a trick here, square leg. You'll just walk across and paddle that, or just drop it down into mid-wicket for sure.
They're trying to make sure that they don't concede the boundary down to fine leg. They've got fine leg on the boundary. Going to have to be accurate here, Jody Lawrence.
He's gone full, he's gone straight. Ball goes down to fine leg. It's a misfield. It's a misfield. There's a comeback for 2.
Oh, and the crowd from Bellville off to our right-hand side here. The supporters for the Bellville Blasters are going wild. The applause is there for all to hear.
Could it be early bragging rights here to Bellville Blasters, the team that fell short in the final last time out against these same opponents? Now then, the fielders coming in. Sweep on the offsides coming in. The man at long on, he's also coming in. Oh, everybody's in. Mid-wicket's coming in as well.
It's just the 2 men that are deep behind the wicket at third and at fine leg. And man deep at long on.
Oh, he's picked that up. What a way to finish. Has it gone all the way? It has gone all the way. What a game. What a victory for the Bellville Blasters with 4 balls still to spare. Cape Fox, what a game on match 1.
This is exactly what we came in here for today, to see the excitement of T10 cricket. Last over action. You can get nothing better than this. And this is what we're expected to see for the rest of this tournament. It is going to be an incredible tournament.
Well, Cody Niva spoke about how they learned their lessons from the last time, and I think in the field they were certainly on top. They fielded like Trojans out there, and when it came to batting, he led them from the front as captain, and he certainly took his side across the line. What a victory. What a benchmark set for other teams here in this tournament.
Certainly these 2 teams have set the whole stadium alight here at this Taj 777 presents Taj Cricket Club League T10 Cricket Ka Asli Animal. The tournament has got off to an incredible start here with the first 2 matches we've had today, and this second match giving us everything that T10 is all about. Big sixes, great fielding, some great catching, some great bowling, great batting, and all of this gives you this kind of result in the last over. Tension just palpable here around the ground.
It was certainly that and much, much more. And this is on match day 1. This was match number 2. But we have been royally treated to a very good clash between the team in purple, the Durbanville Dynamos, just falling short against the Bellville Blasters. I tell you, these highlights are going to be quality to watch. Right. Where's my jacket? Where's my hat, bro? What a start to this tournament. Match day 1. It was match number 2 that went all the way down to the last over indeed. And it's a team from Bellville Blasters that are victorious here over the Durbanville Dynamos. I'm going to ask Fritz de Beer, the captain there of Durbanville. Fritz, you went on to the last over, but I'm sure you can look at certain aspects of that, potentially a bad innings that you could have done a little bit better.
Yeah, definitely not a 78-run deck out there. I'd say closer to 90, even pushing 10 over. So definitely props to the bowlers for getting us that close. You know, I think with the bat, just at times maybe not trying the wrong things at the wrong times, instead of maybe just backing yourself with the wind a little bit and stuff like that. But first real competitive game on the season, so got to get a bit of rust off of us, but we'll take it as it goes.
Looking at your batting innings first there, overs 4 and 7 only contributed 21 runs. Certainly that's an aspect that you need to maybe try and get right, maybe in games to come as well.
Yeah, definitely. I know the field's spread, but again, I think got to back yourself to clear boundaries, pick your ball. And other than that, you just got to keep ticking it over, trying to get that 8, 9, 10 and over. I think that's what Cody did brilliantly for them, is having that set batter and just making sure you keep those overs ticking over. First run, sorry.
And that's okay. You certainly got a good bowling attack there, and with runs on the board, potentially they could come to the fore as well in later parts of this tournament.
Yeah, I said now to the bowlers, I was really impressed. Like, just to get it to where we got into the last over, only defending 78 runs was a hell of an effort from them. So I'm very proud of them. And yeah, like I said, I think 90, 100 would have been a bit different. But so that's for the batters to work on.
Lots to come from you guys. Well done.
Thank you so much.
Well, I'm going to ask Cody Nivot, the man, the captain himself. Cody, what a knock, first and foremost. Excellent stuff from you coming in there and just sort of giving your team that extra momentum needed.
Thank you. I appreciate it. No, it was a very good game. I thought it was going to be very tough. They have a really quick bowling attack. I think that's their strength. And their batting is solid, but I mean the run-outs cost them, I think.
Yeah, you need the nail on the head there. Your fielding today was something to behold as well. You really set the benchmark for the other teams to follow.
I think we've been working really hard in the off-season on our fielding, thick grass, so I think we had a little bit of the upper hand.
But certainly it looks like you guys have learned a lot from the previous tournament as well, and it showed today with both bat and ball, and I think that should excite you for the games to come.
I'm very excited. Lots of new young talent. Cronje coming back from the UK, so I'm excited to see him back. Unfortunate for Andrew, but you know, when he's on sync.
Certainly a different start to what we saw here the last time. Certainly you guys must be happy about that.
Very happy. Lot less pressure. I mean, we still got a few games to go, but we're going to take it one at a time.
Well done today.
Thank you.
That's the news here at the post-match interview with those captain. It is the Bellville Blasters. They are victorious over the Durbanville Dynamos. And again, this has been an exciting match, day one. It was match number 2 that went all the way to the wire there. A lot more quality cricket to look forward to.